Okay, moving on to myomas. Myomas are tumours that originate in muscle cells. Leiomyomas, which occur in smooth muscles, typically the uterus, usually called fibroids, but can occur in other smooth muscles. Rhabdomyomas originate in striated muscle and are quite rare. They are most common in men over 40. I didn't forget about the heart. Do you know what a tumour in the heart is called? Like everything else in medical terminology, it goes by a few names: cardiac rhabdomyoma, cardiomyoma, and even a myxoma. Myx means mucus or slime. That's because this type of tumour is primarily composed of gelatinous connective tissue. What happens when you strain a muscle? When you strain a muscle, it means you've overstretched or torn the muscle fibres. The result? Pain, swelling, and loss of strength or range of motion. Think about a bungee cord. When you initially stretch it, it easily returns back to its original form, but over time it loses elasticity. Before you know it, you jerk on it too hard and it pops you because the fibers have pulled apart. Avoid muscle strain by paying attention to posture, conditioning your muscles, and doing appropriate stretching and warm-ups. Depending on the severity, a strained muscle could take weeks to heal and even need physical therapy. So take it easy. Movement requires the use of varying combinations of muscles, bones, tendons, and joints. The range of motion allowed by a joint is based on the shape of the articulating bones, the ligaments and tendons, and the surrounding muscles. Remember, tendons bind muscles to bones. Ligaments bind bones to bone. Here's a mnemonic to help you remember. Use your fingers to make two L's facing each other. Quickly turn the L's into B's that are facing each other. Now you can see that ligaments bind bones to bones. Another thing to remember, you sprain ligaments, but you strain muscles. To remember, I connect the first few letters to my favourite Italian dishes: spaghetti and linguine versus stromboli and mustaccioli. It's silly, I know, but trust me, it works. Muscles move by contracting and pulling on tendons attached to bones. This results in movement at joints. The origin is the attachment site of the muscle on the bone that remains relatively stationary during muscle contraction. It's typically considered proximal to the body. The insertion is the attachment site of the muscle on the bone that moves during muscle contraction. It's typically considered distal to the body. Muscles can only pull, not push. Joints are where two or more bones articulate. Our body has three main types of joints: fibrous joints that are immobile like sutures in the skull, cartilaginous joints which connect bone to cartilage and allow limited movement, such as vertebral joints and where the ribs meet the sternum. Finally, the special synovial joints. Bones in these joints have the protection of a joint capsule and synovial membrane. They're covered with articular cartilage and lubricated by synovial fluid, so they can move freely, as you can see in the diagram. Bursae also support movement of synovial joints. These small fluid-filled sacs act as cushions between bones, tendons, and muscles to reduce friction and allow smooth movement.